All right, we are back with more GTS, Grand Tactical Series, The Greatest Day, Utah Beach, and I'm going to give the second learning scenario, Battle of the Batteries, another go. My last recording wasn't all that great. So let's play around with some technology and see if I can do better. All right, so what do we got going on here? We've got, I believe, I might as well pull up the scenario book. Let's see, 0900, June 6th, 1944. We've got 2 turns, and we've got 3 victory hexes, 3 victory conditions. The 101st Airborne, or basically the U.S. units, need to take out the artillery park at Brerecourt, or the unit in the artillery park. There's an artillery unit here in a village. Got to take that one out. That's our primary victory conditions. Secondary, I believe, is we have to have 4 steps of units from the 8th Infantry Regiment in this hex at the end of the scenario. And then a tertiary objective is the Allies, or the 8th Infantry Regiment in particular, has to have 5 command points in the bank. So a number of things we've got to accomplish. And we start off with the 101st Airborne chit in the mug, or excuse me, the first chit. So let's load up the mug with everybody else. And let's activate the units in the 101st. And let's get going. So first up, we've got, need to roll for command points for the 101st. D10 is a 7 divided by 2 rounded down is 3. And 3 plus the rating of 3 gives us a total of 6 command points for the 101st. All right, let's take a look at that. All right, first up, we are going to move our rear guard as a first action into the hedgerow. For a second action, Easy Company is going to close on Brerecourt. So it's going to cost us a command point. He's going to move into a fire zone. And that's going to trigger an opportunity fire check. So let me pull up the division card for the Germans and see who we got in that park. Looks like we got 6th Infantry, 6th Company Artillery. You can check for opportunity fire at a 3. He succeeds. Uh-oh. Easy Company's in trouble. All right. We're going to attack here. It's opportunity fire. Fire zone to fire zone is a 1 yellow. 8 is a miss. And so Easy Company's going to close. We will spend another command point. And C Company is going to attempt to assault Artillery Park B. And let's take a look at that. So we need to do bravery check. Let's take a look here. So he starts at a 6. His true quality, his defense takes him up to 7. The defender in the park takes him up to 8. And the terrain for the village takes him back down to 7. So bravery check at a 7. A 1 succeeds, so that's going to break up this park. And we will bring third company down. All right, we are into the beginning of the assault. First of all, the third company gets a check for opportunity fire at a 3. That fails at a 6. He's got a red printed assault value, so he's going to defend at 2 pink 0s. So first 0 is a miss, second 0 is also a miss. C company's going to get to fire. He's a 3-4, +1 for the defense rating, -1 for the terrain. Gets us to a 3 pink and a 4 pink. 3 pink is a miss. 4 pink is a miss. Round 2. We've got third company artillery firing at 2 pink 0s again. 0 pink. Nope. 0 pink. It's also a miss. C company is a 3 and a 4. 3 pink. Yes. Artillery takes a cohesion hit. 4 pink. A 1 is a possible suppression. Let's look at our command points for the Germans. They've got 1. Yeah, they're going to spend that and shake off that possible suppression. All right. Let's see. That was round 2, so that's going to be the end of the assault, and that's also going to be the end of the chit for the 101st Airborne. So we're going to demove and deactivate. We'll go to the cup, and we will pull who's next. German direct. Well, Germans have no command points, so that's not going to matter. Next chit, 4th Infantry Division. First up, we're going to roll for command points. 5 divided by 2 rounded down gives us 2 plus their rating of 3 is 5 plus 1 in the bank. Should total up to 6. All right. Let's see what we can do here. So this is going to be a division chit. Let's take a look here. All right, we've got this tank in column. He's going to try to get out of the mine, which is takes a true quality check versus a 5. He rolls an 8, and I'm pretty sure he is now suppressed. Let me double check those mine rules. Mine rules. Bravery check. Unit fails, stays in the hex and X and is suppressed. All right, our tank is suppressed. And so he is going to be done. Hey there, Tom. Thanks for joining. All right, we're going to move our engineer into the hex with the mine so he can get rid of it later on, remove it later on. And let's see what we can do with these other guys. I think last time I played this scenario, I ran into some problems. Kind of jammed myself up. Let me think here. What else do I got? I think there's another engineer. Yes. Let's get this engineer into column for 1. He goes 1.5, 2, 2.5. He'll get out of column and take a hit. And that step loss was with him. And we're going to use him as a spotter. We're going to spend a command point. And our mortar is going to attack this Nakut. 1 green. Not a great roll. And he doesn't have range, so maybe not worth the point. Let's take that point back. All right. Let's take the point back. Let's get these infantry in a column to get ready to move when that mine is removed. We'll get this guy in a column as well. And for 1, 1.5, 2. What's that terrain for flooded or marsh? Let's look at the terrain effects chart. Marsh in column is 3. Well, let's give it a go. He's going to come back here. So column for 1, 1.5. He'll push through he'll try to force march actually. 3 succeeds. So he's got 6 movement points, so 1.5, 4.5 to there. Why not? All right. And I think that's going to do it for the division. Hope everybody's having a good night. If you're watching, let me know how the stream is. I made a couple of adjustments to the technology, so if the video is better and the audio is better, let me know. Or if it's crap, let me know that too. All right, let's go back to the mug. And we're going to deactivate and demove. And in the mug, just a couple chits left. Allied direct. All right. So we can't spend on independence. So our engineers are not going to be able to do anything. Can't spend it on the tank. Yeah, let's see here. Let's go to, we're going to need some points. So let's spend a point from the 4th Infantry, and he's going to go in column through flooded, which is 2 to there. I guess he's already spent a command point. We don't want to risk opportunity fire. So 2 to there, 3 into the village, and go to a hedgerow would be 2 more. So we're going to try to force march again versus a 5 is a 0. So he succeeds. So that was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and add a column for 6. All right. All right. Thanks for the feedback, Tom, on the stream. Appreciate it. All right, that was 1 command point. That's probably all we'll do. That's right. It was half a point from the village in column to the hedgerow. So thank you for that. All right, let's look at the 101st. We're going to spend a command point on Easy Company. They're going to try to assault the Artillery Park A. They need to pass a bravery check to assault. They start at a 7 troop quality, +1 for the defensive rating takes them to 8, plus another 1 for the defender's defensive rating takes them to 9, -1 for the terrain takes them to an 8. So 8 to go in for the assault. Rolled a 0, he's going in, and with an assault, if you succeed with a bravery check, that disbands the park. And let's bring out 6th Company. And we got an opportunity fire check for the Germans at a 3. 4 is a miss, so we're into round 1. Just like Company 3, Company 6 is firing at 2 pink zeros. Here's the first one, pink 0. It's a miss at a 6. Another one, pink 0. That's a hit on Easy Company. Cohesion hit. Nice shot. All right. Round 1 for Easy Company. They're going to be +1 for the defender, -1 for terrain, and another -1 for the cohesion hit. They're going to be a 2 pink and a 3 pink. 2 pink is a miss at a 3. 3 pink is a 9 is a miss. Round 2. It looks like the Germans are out of command points. So 101st Easy Company, they're going to charge. The defender can't run. He's got no movement points. So he has to pass a troop quality check or be eliminated versus a 3. He rolls a 2 and he succeeds. So he fights that, fights off the charge, and I believe he gets a shot at the Allies. Let me pull out my flow chart for the assault. Assault, fire, charge. Yes. Direct flow chart, additional fire modifiers, have each unit fire twice. Fire rating, then using its assault rating. Roll once for company bonus. All right, if assault rating is cut, okay, so he's going to use his 2 pink zeros. And I think he gets an additional modifier. I think it's +2. Firing at assaulting units that have charge is +2. All right, so he's going to be 2 pink zeros +2. Takes him to 2 pink zeros and -1 for Easy Company's defensive rating. 2 pink 1s. First one is a 5 is a miss. 1 is a hit. That's a Possible suppression. Easy Company is going to roll for it at a 7. Ooh, and just makes it. All right. Germans got lucky. Germans got lucky. And did I spend that point? Is the question I have. Did I spend that point? I do not know if I spent that point. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, let's take a look. All right, we're going to spend another airborne command point. And C Company is going to try to assault. And it should be the same as last time, which I think was a 7. That's a 6 plus 1 for his defensive rating, minus 1 for the defender terrain, plus 1 for defender defense rating. Takes him up to a 7. 7 for the bravery check. 3, he's going in. 3 Company gets a check for opportunity fire at a 3. No good. First round, 2 pink zeros for the defender. A 3 and a 6 are going to be misses. C Company's at a 3 and a 4. 3 pink. Nope. 4 pink. 2 9s. Those are misses. All right, let's try this again. C Company's going to try to charge. Germans don't have any command points, so third company's got to roll for it versus a 3. He passes as well. All right, so let's see. He gets to shoot at C Company with a +2. 2 pink zeros plus 2. There's 2 pink 2s. -1 for his cohesion hit and -1 for the defense rating of C Company. We're back to 2 pink zeros. 1 and a 7. Those are both misses, and that's going to be the end. All right, Germans got lucky. Germans got lucky. All right, and we've got the last chit for the Germans and the 709th Division chit. They're going to roll for command points. Roll of 2 gives them 1 plus their rating of 4. We'll take them up to 5. Net 5 command points. All right, let's mark all these guys done, because those Nakuts aren't going to be able to do anything. They don't have range. They don't have movement. Let's go up. Get rid of these contact markers. And all right, so we're going to do what I did last time I played this. We're going to get first company in the column for 1. He's going to go 1.5 to here, 2 to there, and I'm going to spend one of those command points and move into the hex with the artillery, and he's going to get out of column by taking a cohesion hit. Yeah, he doesn't want to get shot up in column by Easy Company. I've wondered about this move because the objective for the Allies is to eliminate the artillery park. I don't know if it really matters all that much if the defender is there, if the first company is there. Yeah. If anybody's got an opinion on that one, let me know. All right, we're going to mount up our gun. So I'll turn into his organic vehicle, organic transport, and get into column. We will spend a command point, and our artillery is going to attack Easy Company. It's going to be a 1 yellow. Two is a miss. And we're spending another command point. And we'll do the same down here. What we're really looking for is a 0, because a 0 yellow is a step loss. And that's the only thing that's probably going to make any difference. So we're bowling for zeros here. 0 yellow. There you go. Step loss. C Company is eliminated. All right, that's going to really mess things up for the Allies. That's why you take those shots. All right. Yeah, this leader's fine. This leader's fine where he is. So we're going to deactivate and demove. We're going to go back to the cup. That's the last chit. Yeah, good distinction, Tom. I keep on saying artillery parks. Yeah, you really you have to destroy the batteries in the parks. That's the objective. That is the primary objective in this scenario. All right, let's load up the cup. We're going to refill the mug. Let's go to our turn track. Come out to 1100. And in case I forget, there is a reinforcement for the 101st. I'm just going to put them over here to the side so I don't forget them. And let's see, what else do I need to do? I don't think I need to do anything else except pull a chit. So let's go to the mug. And first chit, 101st. All right, sequentially, we get our reinforcement. And the problem that he's going to have is he's not going to have a spotter. That D Company is a mobile. He's a mobile. Or he's not, what I mean is he's not going to have a spotter on third company artillery. I don't know. No one's going to be able to get to that. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get to that artillery. Yeah, well, let's see. See what happens. All right, command points for the 101st. 3 is not a great roll, but 3 will get us 1 point, plus our rating of 3 will add in 4, which will take us up to 6 points. And what can we do here? What can we do? This is a division chit, so we can put our rear guard in here. Let's spend a point. And Easy Company is going to spot for the mortar. And we're going to fire at the battery, the 2 green. Roll to 4, that's a light barrage. Light barrage, all right. Did I spend a point for that? I don't think I did. I did. Yes, I did. Okay. I Never remember if I spend points. All right, we'll spend another point. And what am I going to do with Easy Company? He wants to assault. He's going to get shot up by that infantry, that two-step infantry unit. Oh well, they didn't come here to make friends. So he's got a bravery check. He starts at a 7 troop quality, an 8 with his defense rating, back to a 7 with the terrain of the defender. And now that first company is there for the Germans, we're going to use his defensive rating. So it's going to be a 7 for Easy Company for a bravery check. Ooh, and he just makes it. All right, round 1. I'm sorry, opportunity fire. So the battery gets a check for opportunity fire at a 3, -1 for the barrage, makes it a 2. He rolls a 3, that's no good. And the German gets, infantry gets to try at a 5, -1 for the barrage is a 4. That's a 9, so that's no opportunity fire for him either. Round 1. Round 1, Easy Company's going to fire, and the Germans are going to stand. So 6 company battery, he gets to fire with 2 pink zeros. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Those are 2 misses. The German infantry gets a check for company bonus at a 4. He fails. So he is a 3-4 pink to start off with. -1 for his cohesion hit, another -1 for his barrage, light barrage, and a -1 for the Easy Company's defense rating. Will take him to a 0-1. Both pinks. 0 pink. Nope. 1 pink. No good. All right, round 2. We're gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. Easy Company gets to fire. He's gonna fire at the battery. He's a 3-4. -1 for his cohesion hit, -1 for the terrain, +1 for the defender. So he's going to be a 2-3 pink in both cases. 2 pink. That's a success, which is a cohesion hit. And then the other one's a 3 pink. Is a 4. That's a miss. All right, round 2. Easy Company's going to fire. Germans are going to stand. 6 company battery for the defender gets to fire first. 2 pink zeros. 0, that's a hit. Cohesion hit. And the next one, 1, ooh, just a miss. And first company Germans, infantry, company bonus check, 5. I think that is no good. Yes. Yeah, with the light barrage, he's got to do a 4 or less. And before he was a 0-1. 0 pink. 1 pink. Miss, miss. All right. That's going to be it for the 101st. All right, we'll deactivate. We will demove. And let's go back to the mug. $7.09. 709. All right, he's got to roll for command points. 4 gives him 2, plus his rating of 4 gives him a net 6. Let's take him up to a total of 8 command points. That's going to be plenty. Let's, oh, did I not? That's right. Thanks, Tom. I forgot to fire with Easy Company. He's going to fire at the battery. This is the end of that assault. Second round, Easy Company starts at a 3-4, -2 for his cohesion hits. Takes him down to a 1-2. And the defense rating in the terrain is a wash, so it's going to be a 1-2. Both pinks. 1 pink. 8 is a miss. 2 pink. Ooh, another cohesion hit. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to, yeah, maybe the direct command chit for the Allies. Maybe the last chance those guys have. All right, back to the 709th. These Nakuts, whoops, gotta undo that. These guys are not gonna be able to do anything. So let's see here. We've got, well, first thing I'm gonna do, and I don't know what happened. This gun was mounted up last time. I must have messed something up. Anyway, he was already mounted. He's just going to move down the road. He's going to set up at this crossroads, and that's about 1.5 movement points. And he's going to unmount, prevent anybody from coming down the road and trying to get to 3rd Company battery. All right, let's take a look at what else they can do. All right, the battery here isn't going to do anything. Let's look at 3rd Company. Sure, let's shoot up easy. Seem to be doing pretty well. We're going to spend a command point. And going to do here, it's going to be a 0 yellow. Direct fire. 6 is a miss. All right, what would it take for 1st Company to assault? He's a 5. -1 for the barrage is a 4. -1 for Easy Company's terrain is a 3. And a 2. Yeah, I don't like it. We're just gonna fire. Spend a command point. And we're gonna direct fire on Easy Company. We're gonna check for company bonus. 4 is a success. It's gonna be a 1 pink. 2 pink, just a miss. All right. And that's the end of the division chit. We've got to have our leader somewhere, so we're going to move them. And back to the mug. Deactivate and demove. And what have we got for our 3rd chit of the turn? 4th Infantry Division. Going to roll for command points. 3 gets us 1. Plus our rating of 3 is 4. So we're going to add 4 command points. That'll take us up to 9. All right, let's do a couple things here. So let me think about this. Let me think. All right, Steve, thanks for the feedback on the stream. Sounds like it's going pretty well. Appreciate that. All right, here's what. So basically, if I'm gonna get, the only chance is to get rid of this gun and maybe drive the tank down. So, all right, so first action, the engineer here is going to get rid of this mine, which as a, oh, he's a single step engineer, so he's got to roll for that. Uh-oh. A 1, and he's got a rating of 2, so that's going to be a success. All right, he just made it. And then A company engineer, he is a straight up 2-stepper, so he can get rid of that. That mine. We are gonna, I've got 4 command points to play with. Is this gun 2 steps or single step? It's a single step. It's a single step. It's a single step. Well, I think this is what I gotta do here. I gotta do. Hmm. 4 command points to play with. 1. So what I should probably talk out loud about what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about moving this infantry unit into this hedgerow to assault later. First action, I'll unsuppress. Oh, is the mine? That's right. The mine removal. Yeah, thanks, Tom. The mine removal is a 6, not a troop quality check. So it is a little bit easier. If you're a single step engineer, 2-step engineer is automatic. Single step engineer has to roll against a 6. Yikes. So the tank has to unsuppress for first action. Second action would be a command point. So that'd be the second of 4. Yeah, let's see what happens. I don't know about the infantry unit. But I don't have enough chits left, so I gotta try it. I gotta try it. So we'll spend a command point. He'll move into there. First action, tank will unsuppress. He'll rally. Command point. We'll spend 1 for second action. I see. Yeah, this is where it pays off to look at the whole map. So Tom is suggesting that maybe I can come from the north. And so I could head south and around. Let's take a look here. So I'm already in column. So 1, 2 to the village, 3, 4, 5, 6, village 7. Tommy might be onto something here. Hedgerow for tract is 2 in column, so that's 9. And it would be 11 to here. He's got a movement of 14. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting, 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 interesting. All right. So yes, I've spent the command points. Yeah, you're onto something, Tom. That's great. Already in column. It's going to be 1 to here, 2 to here, avoiding the fire zone of the knockout. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the village, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 10, 11, and I want to not be in column. Let's look at the mug. Let's look at the mug. What do we got left? We got a German directs. All right, so I'm gonna take a cohesion hit and come out of column and get ready for. You also get to use the white stripe units in the 4th ID as part of the 8th Infantry Regiment, so they can activate on direct command. Oh, I missed that. I missed that earlier. Let me look at that scenario. But I'm pretty well. You designed it, so you probably know. I forgot that. I forgot that. Probably in the special scenario rules. So the 8th Infantry Regiment is part of the 70th Tank Battalion. 70th Tank Battalion is part of the regiment, but they're still white striped, aren't they, Tom? Even though, I mean, I get it that they're part of the formation, but they're still independent. Yeah. So you're saying that they're under regimental composition, and I see that, but does that mean that independent? It's right. That's right. I'm remembering the exclusive rules. I'm a remembering, and that matters for even independent units, huh? Let's take a look. I'm going to read this. Let me take a look here. Um, if the independent battalion is attached at the division level, the units are activated normally as divisional independent units. If the independent battalion is attached directly to a formation, the units are no longer considered independent and function like normal organic units. Nice. There it is. There it is. All right. I see where you're coming from. I'm aligned. Yeah, I think well, obviously I assumed that even though they were part of the regiment, they were still white striped independents. But yes, if they're attached to the division, they stay independent. If they're attached to the formation, they take on the white stripe, excuse me, the colored stripe of the formation. Okay. Well, earlier I missed that. I didn't activate them with the direct command chit for the allies when that came out. But you live and you learn. All right, back to our chit pulls. I'm sorry, I've got more to do. Let's look at these guys. We've got an infantry unit already in column. Goes 1, 1.5, 2.5, and it's going to try to force march versus a 5. 3 succeeds. He gets here. What did I say? I said that was 1.5. I'm sorry, 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3, 4.5, and add a column for 5.5. And we've got another infantry unit in column, 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5. I'll try to force. At a 5, he succeeds. And that's a 5.5 to there. And he'll get out a column and take a cohesion hit. So that's our secondary objective, getting 4 infantry units. I think it's 4, infantry steps into the victory hex. It's moot if we don't get rid of these batteries, but it's a start. And how many command points am I going to need? I'm going to need at least 1. And you know, what's the range of our mortar? Just out of range of the gun. Let's see, he can go, well, he'll get in a column for 1, 2, 3. He'll get out a column and take a hit. We'll spend a command point, and K Company is going to spot for him. And we're going to shoot at the gun. And it's going to be a green 0. This would be a good time for a 0. Well, it doesn't really matter, but kind of does. Oh, he rolled a 0. Wow, that was pretty darn lucky. So he is eliminated to the graveyard. Yeah. All right. And just for the record, I haven't been putting the Allied leader on anybody for the 4th Division. He's got a huge command radius, so it's not going to matter too much. All right, let's deactivate and move. Actually, things have gotten a little interesting. I thought it was going to be tough luck for the Allies, but that was the end of the division chit. No, that was 4th. Yeah, that was end of the division for the 4th Infantry. And so when this guy was eliminated, the commander had to go somewhere else. All right, Germans. We're going to spend a command point, and we're going to fire with 6 company on easy. Be yellow 0. 8 is a miss. We're going to spend another command point. First company is going to fire on easy. Direct fire. Company bonus check. Failed. 0 pink. 9 is a miss. And we'll spend yet another command point. And we've got 3rd company firing. Direct fire. 0 yellow on the tank. And that's a miss. All right. And back at the mug. Why is there only 1 chit left? What am I missing? Oh, it's got to be Allied Direct. All right, let's deactivate and demove. Actually, nobody was activated. Allied Direct. All right. let's take a look at a couple things. I've got interesting. Let's start off with, I've got 4 command points for the 101st. Let's start off with them, I think. All right, let's work weakest to strongest. We're going to spend a command point. Easy Company. Easy Company. Yeah, I'm afraid he's going to get shot up if he tries to assault. So I'm just going to direct fire. It's going to be a 1 pink. 4 is a miss. That's going to be no good, which means we have to spend a command point, and we have to use the mortar on the battery. So it's going to be a 2 green. 6 miss. All right, well, I think it's over for the Allies, but let's play it out. Actually, actually the leader does matter now. So let's pretend, let me retcon this, make sure that he was down in range for the tank. This is what I get for playing a little bit sloppy. It didn't matter since they both, okay, so this is the, they're attached, these batteries are attached at the division level. So they would have been independents. So I couldn't have spent command points on them. So I think I messed that up earlier too. I think I spent command points on them. So yeah, this is why we play. Learn the game, have some fun, roll some dice. They missed anyways, but all right, so do I want to fire? What's the shot on? It's a 3, maybe I get a 5 with a company bonus. Or I can assault at a 5 versus 3 is 8 plus 1 for the defender. Yeah, I definitely want to assault. Definitely want to try to assault. All right, so we'll spend a command point. So I'm a 5 troop quality with the tank. My defense rating takes me up to an 8. German defense takes me up to a 9. Village takes me back down to an 8. So an 8 for the bravery check. 1, I'm going in. Germans get to check for op fire at a 3. He succeeds. This has got to be a 0 yellow, but let's check it out on the wizard. 0 yellow. He got a cohesion hit on the tank. Nice. That's a second cohesion hit. Wow. Our battery is tough as nails. He killed C Company and just shot up the tank. All right, round 1. The German gets to fire with 2 pink zeros. First one. He rolled a 0. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That's got to be a small arms. Pink armored. It's another cohesion hit. That's a step loss. I love it. I love it. That's brutal. That is brutal. The second one. Don't tell me he does it again. 3 zeros in a row. That's a third. That's a second step loss. He killed the tank. I love it. I love it. Let me double check that. All right, I had a step loss. I'm sorry, I had a cohesion hit. The uh, duh, yep, 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 yeah. That he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, Joe's calling out. The mortar that I used earlier to eliminate this gun. I could have used him maybe. Well, I had to get a spotter on him. I don't have a spotter on him right now. There might have been something I could have done, Joe, but um, I did. He did eliminate a gun here, so that he did serve a purpose. But I think this thing is over now that that tank is eliminated. That that one's for the books. That one is for the history books. 3 zeros. 3 zeros. Wow. Never, never could have imagined that. Um, all right. Well, what do we got left? Not much of anything. Not much of anything. Um, that's it. Yeah. Easy company's done. I mean, if anything, this guy's going to survive. And so we're going to fail our primary objective. So let's call it. And let's look at the objectives. Make sure I get them right. Primary task, eliminate both German batteries. And so the one at Brerecourt, actually both of them are going to survive. Um, so yeah, so we failed that. And I think if we look at the victory conditions for the first scenario, which carry over, if the Germans do not, excuse me, if the Americans do not complete their first two tasks, the Germans win. So we did not complete the first two tasks, the German wins. Yeah, Tom, if I got the audio set up right, if you want to join, come on, let's hug it out. We'll hug it out
Let's
for
see if this works, Ty.
yeah, I hear you.
All right. I don't know if anyone else can.
Yeah, I see the audio coming through on the monitor, so I think we're in good shape. Um,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, a number of things I learned along the way and number of surprises with that
That was
armor
an
unit.
amazing
Yeah,
finish.
yeah, I can't, I'm kind of dumbstruck by that, but yeah, that was cool.
It's a fairly simplistic scenario, not a lot of units on each side. You get to do a little bit of shooting, a little bit of assaulting, a little bit of indirect fire.
Yeah,
But it can be fairly complex, as you just found out.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot in just 2 turns, like mechanic wise. Like, I mean, it's called a learning scenario, and I think that's it. It would definitely do a good job of that because there's a little bit of there's reinforcements. You've got columns, you got engineers, you got mines, you got, as you said, assaults. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
I know there were a couple of questions on the attachment rules. And I think you, as you were going through, you read them and picked up on it perfectly. The difference is if they are attached down to the regiment level, and they are treated as if they were part of the regiment, and they are now that color stripe as long as they're attached at that level.
Yeah, yeah. And if I'm, let's say I'm playing a big scenario, do I get to generally decide whether it attaches to the division or a formation, or is it something about the independent units that makes it mandatory that they go to one or the other, or is that a commander's decision?
That's a commander's decision, but there are some limits on it.
Okay,
Each formation can only have 5 battalions attached to them, so
right.
there's a total number that they can have.
Yeah,
Um, So yes, it gives you a little bit of flexibility, and there's only so many units that you can attach each turn,
Hmm.
based on how many dispatch points you want to spend, or based on what the availability is. The easy one is the one exception where you can do one battalion um, per turn, which is kind of a freebie and allows you to move things around. The others will go into the, let's just call it the holding area, waiting to roll to be successful, unless it's the night turn, in which it's automatic for anyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, which is where most of the attachments occurred in history, was overnight as they were prepping for the next day's operations.
Okay. Yeah, and having them automatic kind of removes the headache of the wait, because I think the waiting, is it very much the same as Sword Juno Gold? Like you declare it and then you got to roll. I forget which rating it is, but there's an attachment rating or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
there's an attachment rating on the back, or on the, I forget if it's the front or the back of the attachment marker. I think it's the back.
Okay. Got
Um,
it.
and battalions are different than formations. They have different attachment numbers. One's a 4 and one's a 5. Off the top of my head, I don't remember which one's which.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, that makes it a lot more difficult. Formations are a lot harder to attach. That's
Hmm.
why generally waiting until nighttime is the best time to do that if you're going to do it.
Hmm.
Um, but if you're feeling lucky and it's the right opportunity, you can try earlier in the day, and if you pull it off, it changes the dynamic of the battlefield.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, if I remember correctly from doing some of this in Sword Juno Gold, it's like if you pay attention to how you do it, you can be more efficient, basically, right? You can not only have more
Right,
units, but a single activation will not suddenly, but will activate a lot more units, and
correct.
that's a good thing. So, all right, nice. Well, I'm gonna check the recording and everything, and I don't know. It looks like we had 9 or 10 guys checking out tonight and some comments. And if it worked well, I'll do the landings next, and I'll put this out there to anybody listening. If you want to play the landings live with me, I'll probably do it. I think this Monday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time is typically what works for me, but we're getting close to some holidays, so I'll double check. But if you're interested, hit me up on Discord or on YouTube or whatever, and yeah, we can play live if that works for you. Um,
If you don't mind, Ty, I want to take a second to thank you personally for the time and effort you've put in making this game a success, and helping get it on people's tables and on their screens, depending on how they're playing it. Both for everything you did in the design assistance, definitely play testing, and now obviously getting it out there for people to see, and
mhm.
have an opportunity to see how it's played.
It's very kind, Tom. I appreciate that, and you're a designer who's easy to work with and work for and together with and all that kind of stuff. You know, I wouldn't do it if I didn't want to do it and I wasn't having fun. And throwing this technology stuff, and it's a a good thing to try out. So it's I'm enjoying it, and what I really want to do is I kind of want to work through some of these early scenarios and get to the point where maybe not recorded, or who knows, or maybe live streamed or not. I don't know, but yeah, I need to get up to the campaign game. So this is part of that process.
But it's greatly appreciated,
Yeah.
obviously, as Carl also agrees.
Thanks, Carl. Yeah, there's a lot of good guys who believe in the system and the stuff that you're leading on. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get to Omaha and there'll be more to do. So all right, thanks, Tom. Uh, Good night, everybody. We'll check you out online and elsewhere.